Hello and welcome back to the welcome back to the What Is K-pop podcast, where in which this update is not a fun update. It's more of a slightly concerned what is happening sort of update. Basically on the platform that I use, obviously, it's like Spotify for creators, for podcasts or whatever you want to call it. And I can see how many views I get each day. And for some reason, the count has stopped. I can't see how many views I've been getting since the 4th of September. For the 5th, it's no views. And I will admit, I was a little bit concerned. So I did my own little test of playing a few of my episodes on mute on my phone to see if that triggered it. Only one or two, but it hasn't actually done anything. So I'm not saying it as though I think that no one's listening to my podcast, because that might be a thing. That might be what's happening. But I actually don't know if anyone is actually listening right now, or if there's been some sort of shadow ban, a general ban, a copyright thing. I've not received anything, so I think I'm okay. I don't think things are gonna explode or implode or anything in that kind of realm of stuff. But when you for me, I rely on the videos that have been watched as to what sort of thing you want me to talk about. For example, I don't talk about too many small unknown groups, because you lot just don't really watch them, which is fine. I'm completely fine with making videos of things that you lot want to see. I'm just why is the data not there? I don't know. On YouTube, on the YouTube side of the thing, the podcast is actually doing well. I can see the views on that. So I've got 15, 30, 13 views each day, which, for a very small podcast, that's actually very good, and I'm pleased with that. But it's on Spotify, which is the main platform I check on, and I'm ha ha ha, I don't know what to talk about. So if for whatever reason episodes seem a little bit confusing for a hot minute until it comes back, then I do apologize about it. But there is only so much I can do, and I don't know how comfortable I feel with talking basically into a void and not getting anything on Spotify's end. I don't know. I guess also if you want to, feel free to comment if you so desire. I don't mind if you don't, because it's whatever. I just do whatever. But yeah, it's a bit concerning right now. I'm also, I guess I could just talk for a little bit. Should we just have a little random conversation? I don't know. Let's do that. I wanted to. Whilst I've been talking, I've been trying to get onto Wua's page, and for some reason the triple S subunit tracker thing is kind of confusing right now. It's confused itself. So I was triple S, and then in the two, I don't know how to explain it, but you know how you can make bullet points and then you can indent them. In the two indents, it's got Trit and Crystallize, and then the first indent is Acid Angels from Asia, all the subunits to NTX, and then with the first indent, Sun and Zenith. Second indent goes to Visionary Vision and Hachi. So I'm what do be going on with that? Just also, why is it triple S, Healthy, Glow, Moon, Neptune, NTX, Sun, Zenith? Why is it like that? Is it? Oh, I guess because it's stylized like that, but I don't get it. If you could see my face right now, I'm just yeah. I'm also doing that awkward face that when you do when you're anxious and you're kind of trying to figure something out. So your cheekbones are really, really high. I'm ha 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 ha. Yeah. Also, with the episode that's coming out tomorrow, it's about Triple S. It was supposed to be about Blackpink, but then I kind of forgot that I was supposed to do it on Blackpink, and it's already going up anyway. So I was like, okay, well, that will come out at probably next Tuesday, maybe? I don't know. It'll come out at some point, but I really want to do like an episode like about each subunit, talking about like what, like not like a review on the members, like I'll tell you which members are in it, but then like talking about their music, talking about like the promotional cycle and stuff, and like my review on their music and stuff. Like I want to do into that sort of depth and stuff. And with the SNZ, the new universe thing that's kind of opened up with them, I want to kind of talk a little bit about that, if that is something you would like to see. Ah, yes, I finally got on to Woo-Ah. Yes, so the stuff with Woo-Ah is like kind of concerning because one of the members, I think it was Lucy, she went on to, I don't think it was Bubble, but I think it was like their equivalent to Bubble, like the text messaging service, or it could have even been like a conversation between her and another girl, like her friend on Kakao. I don't know. Either way, one of the members of Woo-Ah started bitching about how much she hates the group, doesn't want to be a part of it, and just wants it to fail and wants to leave, which is a little bit concerning given the fact that she spent so long, like they spent so long, like doing this and like obviously worked for it. So I'm like, ooh, I wonder what's going to happen with that. Because, yeah, they've been together since May of 2020, so that's a good significant amount of time. But I guess if things aren't like working out, then there's no real point in trying to work on it. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I think I've only listened to Blush. I don't know. Also, they apparently did a cover of a Dexmon song, and I want to know which one it is. So that's what I'm looking for. Was it the Girls Love Boys thing? Had they released that at that point? I don't know. La Dexmon cover. They did. It's a bit sad though, isn't it? That they felt like they used to cover like the Hubei's song. I don't know. It's all a bit sad, isn't it, though? Yeah. Of how things go down with these groups. I really do hope that like either Dexmon releases something new or they leave their company, bring back Joe if he wants to come back and release stuff again, because honestly I loved them as six. I am just chatting shit. Yeah, because they've not released anything in almost a year, which for a group under an extremely small company like H Music, SSQ, and whatever it wants to call itself these days, it's like, why? What are you doing? Like, do we need to sit down and have a chat? We probably could do with a sit down chat with H Music and kind of figure out what's happening there. I don't know. Yeah. Also, is there anyone like I feel like I'm just like flagging energy right now. Great. And it's mainly because the drama with so you know how sometimes when you cut your nails a little bit too short and they kind of get a bit sore. I did that with my toe and I keep on having to Savlon it and I put loads of Savlon on it and I'm just tired and things aren't going too well. But my sister is moving to Liverpool on Friday, so I'm going to be alone for, I think it's not going to be too long, but it's going to be enough time for me to feel lonely. Like I think they're going to leave around about 11, I think they said. And it takes about 3 hours or so, maybe 4 to drive there. And then obviously like a couple of hours like setting things up, because obviously my mum has to help my sister kind of get things sorted out. My dad's going to take a nap. um, and then my mum and my sister probably have to go out shopping a little bit to go get, like, I don't know, toilet paper, stuff like that, you know. So it's probably going to be like 4 or 5 before they leave, and then it's another 4 or so hours to get back to the house. So yeah, it's not going to be. It's not going to be like when my sister went to Swansea, because that one was like 12, 14 hours. Like they had to leave by about 8:30, and they wouldn't be back until like again like 8:30 at night. And we did that a few times. I remember one time it was like obviously Christmas time, so we had done it, and I think I'd left a Christmas tree on, and like both the Christmas trees on, because we had two at the time, and that makes that makes us sound really rich as well. We're not. And my sister really liked it when she came home. But it was really, really dark, and it got like dark at like 4 in the evening, obviously at the time. And so it was like, if I can do maths, that would be good. That would be at least like 6 hours by myself in the dark. So I had like lights on, but you know when it's just like super duper scary, where you're like, I don't want to be alone right now, but I also have to be alone because there's no other people who can be with me right now. You know? Yeah. Yeah, it was certainly interesting. Am I just chatting shit? Yes, I am. Is this making any sense? No, not really. Also, just off track again, because we're just gonna talk for a little bit longer. Today obviously is Monday as I'm recording this. This goes literally out as soon as I finish recording it. But on Wednesday, me and my friends at my support group are having a little bit of a celebration for my birthday, but also kind of everyone else's birthday that, you know, it was during the summer holidays. And I don't know if they're gonna get me any presents, like towards, like, it was the one of the last times before like the summer holidays that I saw one of the people, and they were like, "Do you want me to get you a present?" And I was like, "So sweet." I was like, "Dude, just get me some Kinder bars. Just get me Kinder, because I love Kinder, but I don't like it. I don't like to have like multiple bars each day, because I feel like sometimes when you eat too much of something, you kind of end up having the regrets, and I don't want it to kind of get wasted on me not wanting to eat too much of it. So hopefully it isn't too much. You can get like, I think you can get 16 bars in a box or a pack thing, and you can get like the ones with the little toys in it. I never understood the toys, like even as a kid. Like I was like, what purpose does this toy serve me? But I guess like, it's a lot more to do with like AR stuff right now, like augmented reality, I guess. That's kind of what they do now. I don't know. Again, I'm not a kid, so I don't really fully understand the desires of like chocolatiers, like the chocolate brands. I'm like, why do you do this? Like, why make a chocolate item with a little plastic toy in it? Why do you do that? Also in America, they're like banned. They obviously have like the Kinder Surprise Eggs, which is like two separate containers with the chocolatey thing in it and then like a separate thing where you can have a toy. And it isn't because American kids are stupid, which I'm sure like some kids somewhere might have not realized that a toy was in there and eaten it. Like I am confident that kids have done that. You know, I've done stupid stuff when I was a kid, but it's actually because of an American like law or something, um, prohibiting like non-food items being inside of food items, like things you can consume. Which I was like, you know what, that actually makes a lot more sense than it just being that the American kids are silly. You know, on the topic of me eating things that you shouldn't eat. I actually, when I was a kid, I ate a lot of stickers. Well, yeah, probably a lot of stickers. For some reason, I just like stickers. And I used to apparently put plastic bags on top of my head. And I don't advise you do this, by the way. Please do not do this. Do not do it. If you're going to heed my warning on anything in any of these episodes, do not do this. But me and my sister I was helping my sister. Well, was I really helping? Was I forced to? I was forced to help my sister with the vacuum pack, like like the vacuum pack bags that you can store clothes in, right? Or like whatever you want to store in. It doesn't have to be clothes. But my sister, obviously, is going back to uni, so she had to like pack away quite a lot of her clothes so then she could take them more easily. And I. I was like sniffing the bag, which again, I don't recommend you do this, but it was scented, so obviously, like the scent would get over your clothes and not make it musty. And, and my sister just like put it over my head, and I was like, "Oh my good lord, Bexy, can you stop doing that?" And like my mum was in the kitchen, and we were in the hallway, and my sister was like, "Mum, she put the bag over her head again." Like, I didn't. Bexy did that. My sister did that. Um, I really don't recommend you do that at all. Like, I would never say to anyone, do this thing, because can, it can do some serious damage. It might not mean that you are making it to the next day. I don't want to say directly what it could do, but don't do that thing. It's dangerous. It is silly. And yeah, I think of all the other bad stuff I did. I'm just waffling now. I don't even know if this episode's going to go up. No problem. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'll upload it anyway. I'm trying to think of other silly things that I just don't want to be alone, okay? I'm just looking actually through the Tesco Halloween stuff right now. That's what I'm currently doing. But last year for Halloween, I was a mummy. And I don't mean as in I became a mother. I don't think anyone assumed that. But I tried to make myself look like a mother. And we got myself all wrapped up into toilet paper. And it was actually extremely funny because when me and my sister went out trick or treating, because my sister was like, "Oh, since I'm home, I can take Sophie trick or treating." But I hadn't gone, I think, for about 4 years at that point. I stopped, I think it was the year before the pandemic, so 2018 was the last time I went, and I was 15 at that time. Might have been, well, I don't know. So I hadn't been in like a hot minute, and we like went out into the new estate, and it was actually really nice because we got to see a lot of Halloween stuff, and because there was some kids there, it really felt like an American Halloween. See, where I live, there's a load of old people that live here, so it was really, really nice seeing it. But the toilet paper did not stay on me, and because I was so embarrassed, you know what I did? Just scuttled away, just scuttled, and like over the subsequent days, I like went out to the co-op Starbucks, like literally right across the way from me, and I kept on seeing little collections of TP toilet paper, and I was like, huh. I did that. I am the reason why that toilet paper is on the floor right now. So pick up your toilet paper. But my plan for this year, again, is to dress up like a mummy and just go get candy. And like, after we got back from watching, from trick or treating, we watched Scream. My sister keeps on forgetting that we watched Scream together. She's only seen the first Scream. I've seen, I think, yeah, I've seen all three of them. I don't know about 4, and I watched a little bit of 5 and 6. And I personally love the first 3 films the most, obviously, because I've not watched the other ones. Because I feel like the 1990s was such like a perfect time for horror films. Yeah, I'm just gabbing away. My phone also just went off. I dread to know what it says. Oh, how fun. It was just mainly telling me how much money I don't have. That's always nice to know. But yeah, that was supposed to be a quick update, but then it turned into nearly half an hour conversation about nonsense. I do hope you enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully things get back to normal on the channel.